Imagine an explosion so powerful it can be seen across the entire universe. This is not science fiction. This is a gamma-ray burst, or GRB for short. These are, honestly, the most brilliant and energetic explosions known to humanity since the Big Bang itself. For just a few fleeting seconds, a single gamma-ray burst can outshine all the stars in a million galaxies combined. It releases an unbelievable amount of energy in a very short time. Think of it as the universe's own ultimate firework display, but one that carries with it an immense and terrifying power that staggers the imagination. These cosmic events are not just bright, they are staggeringly violent. They are born from the most extreme events in the cosmos, such as the death of a massive star collapsing into a black hole. If one of these beams were to be pointed directly at Earth, even from thousands of light years away, the consequences would be catastrophic. The shield that has protected life for billions of years would be stripped away in an instant. For decades, we didn't even know what they were. They were first detected by military satellites in the 1960s, which were looking for secret nuclear tests on Earth. Instead, they found these mysterious flashes of high-energy light coming from deep space. To truly grasp the power of a gamma-ray burst, we need to compare it to something we can understand. Let's consider the most powerful weapon ever created by humanity, the Tsar Bomba. This hydrogen bomb had a yield of about 50 megatons. A typical gamma-ray burst releases more energy in 10 seconds than our sun will produce in its entire 10 billion-year lifetime. It is a level of power that is simply beyond our everyday comprehension. The energy from a GRB is not just immense, it is also incredibly focused. Think of it less like a bomb that explodes in all directions, and more like a cosmic sniper rifle. The energy is channeled into two narrow jets, traveling at nearly the speed of light. If you are in the path of one of these jets, you are in serious trouble. This focused beam is what makes them so dangerous. It means a GRB from a galaxy far, far away could still have a devastating impact if its beam happened to be pointed directly at us. This incredible power has led to a fascinating yet unsettling question. If the universe can create such a weapon, could humanity ever learn to do the same? Could we harness this cosmic energy and turn it into the ultimate weapon? The sheer scale of a gamma-ray burst makes our most powerful weapons look like children's toys. This is the power to sterilize a planet, to wipe out all life in an instant, and to change the course of a galaxy. So what exactly are these incredible cosmic phenomena? A gamma-ray burst is a flash of gamma rays, the most energetic form of light in the universe. These flashes are not random sparks. They are the death cries of massive objects in distant galaxies. Scientists who study these events are like cosmic detectives, piecing together clues from across billions of light years. When a GRB is detected, telescopes all over the world, and in space, quickly turn to look at it. Scientists have found that gamma-ray bursts come in two main types, a bit like two different flavors of cosmic destruction. The first type is known as long gamma-ray bursts, lasting for more than 2 seconds. The second type is the short gamma-ray burst, lasting for less than 2 seconds. Scientists now believe they are caused by the collision of two compact objects, usually two neutron stars, the incredibly dense remnants of smaller dead stars. To understand a gamma-ray burst, we must journey to the heart of the explosion. For long gamma-ray bursts, this engine is a brand new black hole. It all starts with a truly massive star, many times heavier than our sun, reaching the end of its life. This swirling material forms an incredibly hot and dense disk, known as an accretion disk. The friction and magnetic fields within this disk heat it to billions of degrees. It becomes a chaotic, superheated vortex of matter, a maelstrom of energy waiting to be unleashed. The first and most fundamental challenge in weaponizing a gamma-ray burst is building the engine. To create our own, we would need to replicate these conditions. This means we would need to create a black hole, not just any black hole, but a rapidly spinning one. We would need to gather a mass equivalent to several Jupiters and compress it into a tiny space around our artificial black hole. The engineering required to handle such materials would require technologies and materials that we cannot even dream of today. Even if we could somehow construct the impossible forge, we would face another, equally insurmountable obstacle, the problem of power. All the power plants on Earth, working together for millions of years, would not produce enough energy to power a single 1 second long gamma-ray burst. To power a GRB, you would need to annihilate a quantity of matter equivalent to a large planet. You would have to take an entire world, like Jupiter, and convert every single one of its atoms into pure energy with 100% efficiency. Now we face the final, and perhaps most subtle challenge, how to forge and aim the jet. These jets are not physical objects you can hold or steer. They are ephemeral beams of pure energy and particles, a ghost-like projection traveling at nearly the speed of light. Hitting a specific target, like a planet or a spaceship, from light years away would require a level of accuracy that is staggering. A tiny error in aiming would result in the beam missing its target by billions of kilometers. Let us step away from the impossible physics and engineering for a moment. Let us imagine that humanity, in some distant future, solves all these problems. The moment such a weapon is created, humanity would be in possession of a Pandora's box of cosmic proportions. The first and most chilling ethical problem is that of a first strike. A GRB beam travels at the speed of light. This means an attack would be completely undetectable until the moment it hits. There would be no warning, no time to launch a counterattack, and no possibility of defense. Furthermore, who would be trusted with the authority to use such a weapon? What single person, government, or international body could be given the power to erase an entire world? The potential for abuse is absolute. Finally, we must consider the accidental consequences. A beam that misses its intended target does not simply disappear. It continues to travel through space for thousands or millions of years, a silent messenger of death, waiting for an unlucky victim. The destructive potential of a gamma-ray burst weapon goes beyond just ending lives. It is a weapon that erases history itself. A direct hit would not just kill the inhabitants of a planet, it would sterilize the entire surface, obliterating all evidence of the civilization that once thrived there. Such an act is not just murder on a planetary scale, it is the murder of a culture's entire legacy. It is the destruction of every song ever sung, every book ever written, and every discovery ever made. Our journey has taken us from the edge of the observable universe to the deepest, most unsettling questions about our own future. The gamma-ray burst is more than just a fascinating astronomical event. It is a cosmic mirror. In its brilliant, terrifying light, we see not only the awesome power of the universe, but also a reflection of our own species' ambition, creativity, and potential for self-destruction. The gamma-ray burst acts as a benchmark for civilization itself. The technical ability to create such a device would signify a level of scientific mastery that is almost unimaginable today. However, the true test of an advanced species would not be in its ability to build such a weapon, but in its wisdom to choose not to. The decision to leave the fire of the stars in the heavens where it belongs would be the greatest sign of maturity we could ever display. It would show that we have understood the lesson in the mirror, that true power lies not in the capacity to destroy, but in the commitment to understand, to preserve, and to explore. In the end, the study of gamma-ray bursts is not about forging new weapons, it is about deepening our connection to the cosmos. These incredible events are an integral part of the universe's story, a story of birth, death, and renewal on the grandest of scales. We are, in a very real sense, the children of such cosmic violence. The gold in our jewelry and the platinum in our electronics were likely forged in the heart of a neutron star collision. Our existence is inextricably linked to these powerful events. Our future in space will be defined by the choices we make. We can choose to see the cosmos as an arsenal of potential weapons, or we can see it as a library of infinite knowledge. The path of wisdom is to read the books, not to burn them. The stars are not our enemy, they are our guide. The fleeting flashes of gamma-ray bursts are a reminder that the universe is vast, dynamic, and beautiful. They teach us that even in the most violent events, there is a story of physics and creation to be found.